Hey there guys, Rick here, Tower Painter here, and if you may have noticed, I got a new camera. Yeah, I finally got an HD camera. It's pretty much one that doesn't suck. It's a Canon Vixia HF R600, and it's really nice. It's kind of amazing. And if you didn't know, I used to be filming on this like really old, crappy Fujifilm camera. Yeah, it's kind of sucks. But it kind of, but like, you know, the camera's kind of the worst quality camera ever, so I should probably get a new one. Also, this is a little late. I was waiting for this camera to arrive, and it took a little longer than I thought it would. Because I was like, okay, I missed this, but like, because I like ordered it like the day this chapter came out, I was like, okay. After reading it, there's only a couple chapters left, so I want to make sure that each one are like top quality, like at least camera-wise, because it's me. It's going to be crappy no matter what. But it was just like, yeah, I just wanted to upgrade. And also, I am aware that that there's only about like 5 to 6 chapters left. But I'm going to kind of treat it as if there aren't, like as if I haven't heard that news yet. Just cause I want to. But yeah, go to the intro.
There's all day, I don't look up and see your exact on-shaped sky. Your eyes are cool, below zero, always failing to notice me. I grab one too, my humble soul, use it to warm my freezing heart. And on cold sweat pushes me now. Oh, I just wanna live sweet. The conquering towns all seem dead. To a far distant star, past the moon I fly away. All I say will be true. We're no cages of ours. A volume of...
So the chapter starts off with like this like neat kind of like color page of, well, color page of Yuha, and just kind of like, and what I mean by color page is that there's like, it's just black and white pretty much with a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red. But that doesn't mean it's like, but it's just a really good picture. And it says, the time draws near when all the stories come to the end. Just blank more chapters. And yeah, it's just kind of just means it's coming to an end soon. And yeah, I already know like the official number of when it's like ending. And so it's like, it starts off with like Ichigo just getting his power drained out, and like it looks like the blue vein patterns are like spreading everywhere or around him, and he's just kind of saying like the Quincy power within me and the hollow power that is mixed along with it, which doesn't make any sense because Ichigo, he very specifically said that his hollow and Shinigami powers are one thing, so that means he's also losing his Shinigami powers with it. But he's also saying that like his hollow powers are mixed in with his Quincy powers, which is not how that works. And it's just like they're both fading away to pure white. Because you know it's like Bleach, just like no white. It's kind of funny. And Ichigo just collapses. Yuha just starts yelling, and this like weird looking like umbrella thing just sprouts out of the Varvelt. We get I was going to say the title page, the chapter page, the end 2. And I think the rest of the chapters are going to be the end. And we cut back to Uryu and Hashwell, and I'm just going to say this now, I have not been able to follow their conversation at all. And so I'm, like, whenever I like go through this stuff, I either say like, oh, this is kind of what he says, or I just flat out read the bubbles, that I flat out just read their words. But I'm just going to kind of paraphrase this, because I kind of followed this. Pretty much it says, you say I'm like just like Ichigo and the others and like a bunch of other cliched stuff, but I will keep on fighting simply because I chose to do it because they're my friends. And Hashwell just kind of says like, oh, but you would gain nothing from them. I mean, Yuha gave you so much power. And Uryu saying that like he chose it because of his friends doesn't really sit well with Hashwell. He looks really pissed about this. And he goes to strike down Uryu, and suddenly, like it kind of looks, it's the I wish I could talk. The Holy Selection thing hits Hashwolf, and then it cuts over to Gerard, and then he suddenly turns into a skeleton. Okay. Is that really the route we're going with Gerard? Like, you couldn't have just had Gerard die when there was that sick team combo between Tosho, Byakuya, and Kenpachi? Like, you couldn't have just had him die there instead of being wholly selected? And it's kind of the same thing with Ashwolf. Like, instead of having like an awesome Ryu can team up where he gets wholly selected, and it didn't look like Ashwolf died, but Gerard's definitely dead now. It's just kind of like, really? I mean, he was hyped up to be so powerful, like, this is going to be like the guy that everyone tries to beat. And then he just gets wholly selected. And what's more weird about this is that, like, okay, so Toshiro is just kind of like floating around, and we don't get to see Byakuya, but it's just like, they were barely able to stand, so they should have been dead by now. I mean, there's just so many things wrong with this. It just feels like a really big cop-out, to be honest. And then we cut back over to Juha, however you say his name. So we cut back over to Juha, and he's just like opens a portal and says like, farewell, from this moment on I no longer need my children, so just watch as I bring the real world and the Soul Society ruin. And then Rukia and Renji show up after like, didn't they leave around like chapter like 676? It took them a long time to get here, okay? Like, this should not have taken them that long. He just said like, oh yeah, it's kind of like insulting to keep sending these flies at me, so I'm just gonna go. Follow me if you want to. I'd recommend you not. He pretty much just says like, if you follow me, I will slaughter you where you stand. He pretty much just says, there's nothing you guys can do because I'm too strong. And it's kind of true. He is way too powerful for them to beat. Like, even if like Rukia and Renji and Ishin had shown up when Ichigo was still at like full power, I don't think they would have been able to win. Just because of how much stronger Yuha is than everyone. And he didn't even use Yamamoto's Bankai. Like, I'd say like that's still a huge chunk of his power is Yamamoto's Bankai, and he hasn't even pulled that out yet. Like, it doesn't even feel like he's been trying. He's just been toying with Ichigo the entire time. And so if they had shown up, they wouldn't have mattered. They wouldn't have changed anything. They all still would have lost. And it's just kind of like, so are we going to get prep time? It's going to be like every single character against Juha now. I keep saying his name Juha or Juha, it's weird. And like, I see it like, if Hashwolf's still alive, I kind of see it like, he's probably going to team up with them because like, he served Yuha for so long. Yuha said he was his other half, but he just discarded him like he was nothing. That's probably going to make him pissed considering he killed his best friend for it. Just saying. But yeah. Kind of thinking, like, I know what the next chapter is. I couldn't stay away from whoa, I almost fell backwards. I couldn't stay away from not hearing about it. I haven't read it yet. But it's just like, I don't know how they're going to beat him. It better not be some like, oh, Ichigo, here's your secret third stage of Bankai or whatever. Or oh, your true Bankai. Yeah, you never really actually unlock that yet. I mean, I know we know you have your full power, but like, here's the real thing. Here's your real power. You're 50 times stronger now. Kick his butt. But like, I have a theory, and the theory is like, Yuha absorbed the hollow out of Ichigo. And now Yuha isn't a normal Quincy, so what I'm thinking is, well, because I need to like, because you know like hollows are like poison to Quincy's. So since he's not a normal Quincy, it's probably going to take longer for that to start affecting. But I'm thinking like, okay, because there's a hollowing out inside of him, it's going to slowly start wilting away at his power. That's just kind of what I think. I think that'd be, I mean, okay, so there are 3 routes this is going to go, in my opinion. 1, Ichigo gets some bullcrap power up. 3, well, I actually have 4 ways. Well, number 2, the Hollow starts killing him from the inside to weaken him to the point where the heroes can take him out. 4 is going to be, well, 3 is going to be some stupid power of friendship thing where all the characters come together and give all the power to Ichigo or something. And 4, Yuha just might win. There's only a few chapters left, which kind of just ruined the whole thing. I was going to pretend like I didn't know how many chapters left, but whatever. It's just like, Yuha's kind of untouchable. Honestly, right now, I'd say that Ichigo was the strongest person on the Soul Reaper side, and he was just massacred without any problem from Yuha. So what is anyone else supposed to do against him? Most of the let's think about this real quick. Okay, Kenpachi's down and without an arm. All the Vizards were smacked into a wall. A lot of other characters were sniped down by Lille. For right now, Mayori is still healing. Then we saw the 2 dead, the Kensei and Rose. They're still possibly dead. We don't know if they're revived yet, like Toshiro was. Well, then again, they died before they were turned into zombies, so it's kind of different. And then we saw Urahara, Grim Jiao, Yoroichi, and Yuishiro, and I think I mentioned everyone there. And it's just yeah, they're all still around, but they can't do anything. The only characters right now who can actually fight are probably Rukia and Renji. Because Byakuya, he's kind of really tired. He can't really do much more. Same with Toshiro. Yeah, he's in his adult form. He's kind of exhausted. I mean, you guys saw him the last time he was shown. He was had bags under his eyes. He could barely stand. It's just the only... Oh, well, I guess there's also Ishin and Ryukin. They haven't done anything yet. They showed up a while ago. Haven't done anything. But then there are also the Fullbringers, which... yeah, I already know what happened. Yeah, they're... But out of these guys, it doesn't really seem like there's anyone who can do anything to Yuha. And Ichigo's powerless now, unless he somehow still has his Soul Reaper powers, even though they're mixed with this Hollow, which was taken out because that's apparently mixed with this Quincy. But whatever, I've gone on long enough. See you guys next time. Don't know why I snapped.